Hi friends, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today I am here with the Global Stampin' Video Hop, and this month our theme is free. And when I think of free, my interpretation is Seagulls, because they are always looking for a free meal. So I'm using the Friendly Seagulls stamp set. This is a celebration item. I'm using the Around It All dies. These are an online exclusive. And I'm also using the mini alphabet dies. These are in the annual catalog, I believe. And my designer series paper is Beautiful Bouquet. So let's get started here. This is the card we are going to be creating. It is a Bandstand card, and yes, it does fold flat and fit into a standard envelope, just like so. And then the back of my card, the front says, "Hey friend," and then the back says, "I love you more than French fries." And there's our seagull with some free French fries. Okay, let's get started here. We're going to put this to the side here. And I've got all of my bits cut and prepped. Don't forget that the next video link is in the description box below as well. Not everybody does a blog post for the video. I like to do that, so the link to my coordinating blogs post will be in the description box below. All right, so we have our base here. I'm not going to go over the measurements because you're going to be able to collect them from my blog post. So instead of rushing to get them written all down. All right. So we are going to fold and burnish. Actually, let's back up the bus. Let's stamp our seagull first because we're going to do some ink blending. So let's get it stamped so that, and I'm just going to lay this out so that these dies are so cool. I'm laying it out so that I know what way my seagull is going to be positioned. So because I'm using my Stampin' Blends, I'm using my Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I am just going to, here we go. And there's our seagull. We'll set that aside and that aside. And let's flip around to the back. And this piece here is going to sit right like so. So we are going to take our seagull with the French fries, and we're going to put right there. And I've already die cut my letters, and they actually, let's close this up for just a moment. They have the adhesive sheets on the back so that I'm not messing with glue. So we are going to, I want to make sure that I am positioned correctly. So I'm taking T-ruler. Let's get you straight on there. And straight. There we go. And you need to come down because we want to make sure we've got enough room for our sentiment as well as the one on the top and the bottom. Let's scoot you down just there you go. So we just want to make sure. So this part is a little fiddly. I'm just looking for my, I don't know what I did with it when I was cleaning up. Here we go. Here's another one. So we're just going to take my take your pick tool and move these down. All right. Whoops, I forgot the R. No, I didn't. I'm spelling wrong. I haven't had enough coffee in me yet today. All right. Oh, I hope I am giving you a good chuckle. There we go. Let's just scoot you over. Oh my goodness. So I put my adhesive sheets on the entire back. And these letters are supposed to be kind of wonky like that. So I've got them on the entire back. I've die cut 2 sheets, and this is just in one of our clear envelopes so that I've got a bunch of letters ready to go. So I'm going to take some Glad Press and Seal, and I'm going to move this carefully out of the way and press so that it's picking that up, and then carefully, slowly, there we go. Now we're just going to hold and gently pick off our adhesive sheet backing. Come on, there we go. These little things that you do just make it that little bit easier in the long run. A little bit of prep work and thinking ahead. I can't wait to see what the other, oh come on, the other presenters, what their interpretation of free is. Will there be more seagulls than just mine? Okay, so now we've got our adhesive backing off, so we can come in here, and that looks good. Give that a press so that the adhesive is working on the basic white cardstock. Slowly peel that off. Give it a better press. And there's our words are now stuck on the back. And we're now going to stamp our other sentiments. So I love you more than, because our front is going to say, hey friend, and then on the back, our sentiment, I love you more than free French fries. I think that is so clever. All right, and then French fries is going to go right here. And we've got to, don't forget our French fry little packet, and that's going to go on an angle like so. And that is all of that stamping. So let's put that away. Let's get our base assembled. So I'm using the Bouquet Designer Series paper because I felt that I looked through all my Designer Series paper, or DSP, and I felt that it was the most, had the feeling I wanted the most. So I've got the balmy blue kind of splatter, and it, to me, is the water. And then the yellow with the bouquet dots, that to me is the sunshine. So I think that really represents the feeling that, oh, I do apologize for the dogs. I think it really does go along with the vibe, the feeling that I am going for with my card. So if you've got a directional type of Designer Series paper, or DSP, just be aware when you're cutting how it, the flow of it. And I've already done my other piece to save time. So let's get our inside Designer Series paper. If you haven't yet, I would love it if you would click that subscribe button below, as well as that notification bell, so you don't miss any future videos from me. Leave me a comment, give me a like. It really helps me and my channel. If you live in Canada, oh, that's a little heavy there, and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you currently work with, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. Okay, I'm just lining it up nice and straight. There we go. All right, so to make sure that our card closes nicely, I'm putting my adhesive on this back piece, and I'm lining up, I'm lining up with the edge so that it's nice and flush. We don't want it on there crooked. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the bottom. So I'm putting some adhesive, a little, there we go. And I'm coming just inside that score line. And I'm a little messy there with that. Like that. Give it a moment. All right, so then to make sure, we are going to fold flat. We're going to flip it over. So we're now working, it's on the back, so we're going to apply a little bit of glue here, and I've got it laying flat. There we go. And take this piece, lay it flat. Excuse me, make sure you're flush here. And there we go. And there is our base of our bandstand card. And it just comes up like so. Now, to cover our sides, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. I have a sip of water. I've just got a piece of designer series paper to cover that. So we are going to turn and take our DSP and I'm lining it up so that the edges, the ends are flush with the bottom of this piece here on the side so that it matches up. And I'm scooching it over so that you're not seeing the edge of the designer series paper through there. Same thing on this side. Give that a press. Make sure that we are flush. Scoot you up a smidge. Make sure that we're not showing through, and that looks good. All right, so now we are going to do some coloring, just a little bit. So I'm going to bring in okay. So my dark gray granite and light gray granite. My wings, the line on the wing is dark. We've given that memento enough time to dry. Now, Seagulls, they are all white with that dark stripe, or they can also, I've seen them at the beach, where they are a brown speckled. So this is light peach pie. And then I'm coming over it with, looking for light daffodil delight. And that's just going to blend together and lighten that orangey tone up a little bit. And our beak. And then this beak here, whoops, I'm just going along the outside where it would be darker, coming around. And I think that those two colors just are perfect. That just makes that beak, to me, look like a great color. All right, so now we're going to take light gray granite and we're just going to add a bit of highlighting just to make that white pop a little bit more. Do you have a favorite celebration? Because this is a celebration stamp set. I'd love to know, do you have a favorite one? I love critters, so this was totally right up my alley. We have to color that French fry as well. So my French fries are lemon lolly, the light, and then I'm going to come in with the dark lemon lolly. and just add a bit of depth at the bottom of the box and through our seagull's mouth. Our French fry box, the hamburger bun that we're showing here is light crumb cake, and then I'm imagining that that is a piece of lettuce. So let's color that green, and then the actual container is dark crumb cake. Such a fun card. Easy fold that can be reproduced. Okay, so now we need to add some color. So we've got our crumb cake here and our crumb cake blending brush, and I'm not worrying about the feet so much here. Just a little bit of color at the bottom there. Because our little seagull is standing in the center, and then we're going to add a bit of pebbles or something along those lines there. So our back is done. Now our front. I used the masking paper and I stamped my seagull in, get off my finger, stamped it in Stays On, because when I'm ink blending I don't want the color to pick up the if I was to use Memento. So I'm just going to pick up my color here and add some here. We don't want it too dark, just a little bit, so I'm making sure I'm picking all that up. Just a smidge more. Okay, I think that's good for our sandy beach, and then we're going to add, right, let's get you straight, so right there, and coming off a bit, and over, there we go. Wipe that, I don't want brown. Take a tissue. We're done with that. Now we need our balmy blue, just to give a bit. And I've got my balmy blue blend here, or blending brush here, so and that's going to really make that seagull pop off that background. Okay. All right. Give that a wipe and a wipe. And we're done with that. So you could go as light or as dark. And then we're very carefully going to peel our mask off and look at how cute is that. Now, because the seagull's legs, now I'm just going to pop that right in there in my case so I always know where it is. Because the seagull's legs are so skinny and you can't quite get in there, I am going to take my light balmy blue blend and just fill in that spot so that way there's no color difference, there's no white line around. So as long as you take the lighter of your blends combo, it's going to work beautifully. All right, so now we are going to add some glue, and I don't think I told you, this is, my base is basic beige. Perfect color for the sandy, beachy vibe that I'm going for. Lay that flat and then pop our piece here, and this is where you would write your greeting to your friend or your spouse or whatever. This could be a very fun birthday card, even if it's instead of hey friend, do something else. All right, now I am using the adhesive strips here. These are mostly used for, because this is going to go right here, these are mostly used for shaker cards. However, to get a nice little strip that you're not going to be, it's easier than cutting down your, other dimensionals. So I'm putting one at the top and one at the bottom, giving that a press, taking the backing off. This is a bit of a longer video today, but lots of steps involved. All right, where's my tweezers? Oh, here they are. Okay. So now we're going to take and make sure we are centered-ish and our seagull is not standing sideways. And now we are sure that we don't have any adhesive that would interfere with closing or opening the card. All right, where did my stamped sentiment go? I had it here somewhere. My hey friend. Oh dear, I'm going to have to stamp again, I think, because I don't see where I put it. I must have knocked it off. That's okay. Let's get that hey friend out of here. Right there. And pull off French fries. Stick that in there. And black again. And once I'm all done and cleaned up, I will find my hey friend. Do you have that happen to you? Does your, sometimes your supplies, do they go for a walk? There we go. They just disappear off of your work surface. All right, I'm going to bring in my little trimmer, and I have taken the guide off because this is my own personal, so I know to be careful. There we go. And we need some of the Stampin' Seal because I'm going to make a little messy kind of circle because seagulls, you know, they pick up this, that, and the other thing. So let's just, oh, it's stuck to my finger, not. There, get it started. I love my silicone craft sheet. I use it every time I create. I'm just winding it around. This does not want to cooperate up here. And I'm having it so that it's different. Here we go. That's okay. And we are going to take our adhesive strips again because these are a little thicker than your regular dimensionals. So that there. Our reverse tweezers. And then this is going to go right. It's going to be on part of the middle panel and part of the side panel. So there we go. Go straight. There we go. And then our last thing, I've got the iridescent foil gems. I colored some of these with my dark crumb cake because I wanted a brown dirt type of look to it. All right, so flatten you out, and we're going to go 1, 2, third one is going to go up here. I like to use liquid glue for my embellishments just to make sure, even though they're adhesive backed, I want to make sure that they are sticking where I want them. So I always like to add a little bit of glue. Our third one, so I've got 2 big and 1 little. And there we have it. Guys, for the bit longer video, but oh, so cute. Hey, friend, I love you more than French fries. I hope you enjoyed today's project. So that's how it sits. And then that's how it looks. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below as well as that notification bell. As well, don't forget to click on that link for the next video, the next presenter, and as well my coordinating blog post so you can get all of the measurements so you can start creating these fun cards yourself at home. Bye for now.